All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the occupants pushing this truth out the four corners of the earth and all truth and sincerity and the diligence. Shalom. All right, and I want to get into this article right here. It says the history of the house of Rothschild. All right, and we're about to link, this family to the Edomites. Okay, you see, because whoever wrote this article, they understand that that these people are not the real Jews, and if they not the real Jews, then they understand that if they not the real Jews, then who are? So I'm pretty sure, just speculating, they did their research to figure out, hey, the real Jews are, the people who you would call of color. All right, just judging from a carnal aspect. Okay, but we know that the nation of Israel, this is not a color thing. All right. But to somebody who don't know, I'm just saying that, for talking point purposes. Okay. So I'm going to get into it. It says, the Rothschild have been in control of the world for a very long time. And look, it says that they have been in control of the world for a very long time. All right. Their tentacles reached into many aspects of our lives, and as documented in the following timeline. However, before you jump to the timeline, please read this invaluable reduction, which will tell you who the Rothschilds are as opposed to who they claim to be. All right, so you got somebody saying they one thing but not really who they are, which means that they're imposters. So let's keep that word imposters in mind. We'll revisit that. It says, the Rothschild claim that they are Jewish when they, in fact, are Khazars. So they claim to be Jewish. So we know that the ISH is a suffix that, it means you're being like, right? So if I called you childish, it doesn't make you a child. It's just saying you're being like a child. So they're acting like the Jews, okay? Claiming to be the Jews, all right? Under, false identity. But really identity theft, you see? It says they are from a country called Khazaria, which occupied the land locked between the Caspian Sea, which is now, which is locked in between the land of the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, which is now predominantly occupied by Georgia. All right, and I do have a map of that. So look, it's right here, the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, right? All right. So it says Khazars, right? So check this out. Well, I'm gonna read this. It says, the reason the Rothschilds claim to be Jewish is that the Khazars, under the instructions of the king, converted to the Jewish faith in 7040 AD, but of course that did not include converting the Asiatic Mongolian genes to the genes of the Jewish people. All right, so the Khazars goes back to the Edomites. All right, you see? Because look, let's just get it. I have a photo that I screenshotted from Elder Yashawamba page back in March, right? See, March 2015. Look, it says Romans, Khazars, Vatican, Judaism, right? Templar, Kabbalah, Switzerland, France, Britain, Germany, right? Remember that? Germany, Freemason, Jesuit, Bavarian, Illuminati. You see? Rothschild's dynasty. You see that? You see? Masonic Vatican coup. Right? The USA. Okay? You see that right there? All of that. Look at that. Look at that. The Rothschild's dynasty. Going back to show you that what these Rothschilds are Edomites. Okay? This goes back. Their lineage, the Rothschilds' lineage, goes back to the Edomites, man. Right? And look, it says that the Khazars, under instructions of the king, converted to the Jewish faith in 740 A.D. All right, so we know that back in what that was King Herod, right? King Herod, you see, he was which was before this, he was claiming to be a Jew, right? Check it out. Let's just go to Matthew 2:1. It says, now when Yahushua was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men of the east to Jerusalem. Now let's just go into Herod. All right. Herodes. All right. It says the name of a royal family, okay, flourished among the Jews in the times of Hamashiach and the apostles. Herod the Great was the son of Antipater of Idumea, right, which are Edomites, okay, appointed king of Judea BC 40 by the Roman Senate at the suggestion of Antony with the consent of Octavian. All right. But the point is that he was, this shows you right here, they were claiming to be the Jews back then. All right, so they always did this. All right, there's not nothing new. You see? So let's go. It says, you will find that approximately 90% of people in the world today who call themselves Jews are actually Khazars, or as they like to be known, Ashkenazi Jew. These people knowingly lie to the world with their claims that the land of Israel is theirs by birthright. Trying to steal that birthright, man. Right? And they getting it by deceit, man. Okay? When in actual fact, their real homeland is over 800 miles away in Georgia. All right? They talk about the Caucasus Mountains. Okay? So look what it says. Ashkenazi Jew. Now let's deal with that. It's no such thing as an Ashkenazi Jew, right? And we'll show you. Look, let's go to I want to say Genesis. Is it Genesis 10? It's 10. All right, this is Genesis 10. It says in 1. It says, now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, right? So Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. We come out of the line of Shem. The Israelites come out of the line of Shem. And Israelites, you know, which stemming from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob being the patriarch of the 12 tribes of Israel, starting with the tribe of Judah, where you get the word Jew from, okay? Ham and Japheth. All right, now let's go into Japheth. The sons of Japheth. Now, this is a whole nother line. This is a whole nother bloodline. The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog and Madai and Javan and Tubal and Meshach and Tyrus. And the sons of Gomer, which is the son of Japheth, Ashkenazi, right? So the reason why they call themselves Ashkenazi Jews is because they claim to be Jews in the land of Ashkenaz, right? Which is now today known as Germany. You see, which is predominantly you Edomites, man. All right, now you have Israelites in that land. All right, we're not saying that there's no Israelites in that land, but these people claiming to be Ashkenazi Jews is claiming, you know, a false lineage, man, because there's no such thing as an Ashkenazi Jew. All right, that's like saying I'm a Israelite Moab. I'm a Moabian Israelite. You see, it doesn't make any sense, man. You see. So there's no way that you could be an Ashkenazi Jew, all right? So the reason why they call themselves Ashkenazi Jews is because that land, you know, that particular land, like I say, is now known as Germany, and they calling themselves Jews, right? Which they are not, because they go, what it says, they are Khazars, which are you Edomites. You see? You've been tracked, man. You've been figured out, man. All right? These people knowingly lie to the world with their claims that the land of Israel is theirs by birthright.
0 parents, another load.
10-4. All right, Salaki, I'll be right back. All right. It says, so next time you hear Israeli Prime Minister bleating about the so-called persecution of the Jews, consider this. Every Prime Minister of Israel has been
down on the job.
Salaki. Every I got a radio, so that's what you're hearing, you know. So it says every Prime Minister of Israel has been an Ashkenazi Jew. So they've been what? Imposters. Keep in mind, we're gonna remember that word. I'm gonna keep saying it. And that's what goes, they deceived everybody, right? You see? Because what? These Rothschilds, right? They orchestrated all of this. Why? Because, matter of fact, let's get the scripture on it. This is Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So he covered the faces of the judges thereof. The ultimate judge we know is Yahweh Shai, right? But it also you also had the Israelites that was set up as judges too in the earth, right? Which you had the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, things like that. All right, you had the Levites were the priests, right? And they're claiming to be of this lineage, right? Placing their faces as to be the judges. You see? Because what? Because the earth was given into their hands. So now, they've walking around, claiming a lineage, claiming a bloodline that's not theirs. You see? So look. It says, that's going to do. Therefore, when all these prime ministers have curried favor with the West for their reestablishment of a Jewish homeland, they have knowingly and deliberately lied to you, right? Because Esau Edom, he's a liar. He's estranged from the womb, speaking lies, all right? And they were never from that region, and they well know it. And they well know it, because it is they who call themselves Ashkenazi Jews. So they call themselves Ashkenazi Jews. It says the book of Revelation chapter 2, the book of Revelation chapter 2 verse 9 states the following that would appear to be about these Ashkenazi Jews. See, now, when you read the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9, this right here was talking about, actual Jews, right? Okay? That were, doing wickedness. They were like the Pharisees and the Sadducees and things like that. And you had the Zaccharies and things like that. This was actually talking about, actual Jews. It wasn't at this point in time when it wasn't talking about, Esau Edom, but now today you can apply it to Esau Edom today, because who are calling themselves Jews? It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, right? But are the synagogues of Satan. All right, they're the synagogues of Satan, man. All right. That's who they are, the synagogues of Satan, man. And just pay attention, all right? We're going to get to it. So that applies to you Khazars today. All right, you Edomites, man, okay? The most wealthy, look, and it gave you the scripture right here. It re-quoted the scripture, but it says the most wealthy bloodline in the world, bar none, and the leaders of the Ashkenazi Jews in the world today is the Rothschild family.
I need to start loading all that material
It's lucky. Okay. And you will see in the timeline, the Rothschilds have obtained this position through lies, manipulation, and murder. Right? It says their bloodline also extends to the royal families of Europe And the following families name: Astor, Bundy, Collins, DuPont, Freeman, Kennedy, Morgan, Oppenheimer. Don't forget that Robert Oppenheimer, right? You see, created, split the atoms to create the nuclear bomb. He's part of that family, man. He's part of that bloodline, man. All right? Going back to what the German scientists. Rockefeller, Sassoons, Schiff, Taft, and Veduying. However, these are not the only bloodlines to worry about. You are probably aware of the centuries-old practice undertaken by many Ashkenazi Jews, whereby they would change their names in order for them to appear part of the dominant race of the country in which they live, so as they could obtain influential positions in that country, which they would then exploit to serve their real masters elsewhere. Right? There is plenty of evidence to prove the Rothschilds continue that deceptive tradition. Okay, because I'm not gonna go through this whole article because this is a lot. I'm gonna just just go through the key points where from what I've read and seen. Okay. Let's see. Jews. All right, so I'm gonna get into some key points here that I seen. All right. So look, check this out. See? Alright, following his father's death, I'm going to just get to this point. Bayer returns to Frankfurt to take over his father's business. Bayer recognizes the significance of the red hexagram, right? And changes his name from Bayer to Rothschild after the red hexagram, or sign signifying 666, right? Hanging over the entrance door. Rot, right, is German for red, and Schild is German for sign. But we know, Rothschild, right? Rothschild, it means Red-Sheild, okay? Because you have to go into the etymology, right? I know I looked it up. Rothschild, see, millionaire person, international banking family, right? Because the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Surname Red-Sheild, okay? So that word red is tied to who? The Rothschild, right? Which going back to you Edomites, which that word red is tied to who? When we read the scriptures. This is Genesis 25 and is it 30? Select. Okay. Where is that? Okay, so look, when we go to it, this is Genesis 25 and 24. It says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. All right. Well, let me just start up here. All right. This is going back to Isaac and Rebekah, right? It says, this is verse 23. And the Lord said unto Rebekah, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. All right. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Came out red. Now, it came out red because you so-called white people, your blood shows through your skin. Okay? You were at your best form of Edomite, if that's a word. Okay? Because that back then they were eating the proper food. So, you know how some Edomites are now today are more redder than the other, right? See, but you know, only people on the planet Earth you see that just look totally red, is you Edomites, man. And I'm pretty sure I took a photo, of a red devil, and I'll put that as the caption photo, as the the photo that goes on the video. Okay, you see? So he called this name Esau, right? Now let's jump down here to 29. It says, in Jacob's side pottage, and Esau came to the in Jacob's side pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name was called Edom. Okay? Salakia. I'll be right back. Okay, so the word red is tied to a particular family in the scriptures, and also tied to this particular family, Red-Sheild. All right, so let's get back to the article. It says, like I said, there's key points I'm just going to go into. All right, so, Salakia. All right. Jews. Oh, okay, look, check it out. And look, this is 1770. Mayor Amschel Rothschild draws up plans for the creation of the Illuminati and entrusts Ashkenazi Jew Adam, I don't even know how to say that, a crypto Jew who was outwardly Roman Catholic. Okay? You see? It says, with its organization and development, the Illuminati is to be based on teaching the Talmud, which is in turn the teachings of rabbinical Jews. It was to be called the Illuminati. That is a Luciferian term, which means keeper of the light. All right, so that like goes to show you numbskulls that when it says Lucifer in the Bible and what that is, Isaiah the 14th chapter, it's not talking about Satan. Okay, it just means what? A keeper of light, the light barrier. And who's Lucifer at this moment? Esau, Edom, because he holds the light. His influence is throughout the four corners of the earth, because he is the he holds the, you know, all the power to the world right now. The Lord is allowing this devil, which is Esau, Edom, to rule out, you know, his dominion on the planet Earth. Okay, so right, it says what it says with the Illuminati based on the teachings of the Talmud, right? So here it is, they're infiltrating a nation of people calling themselves Jews and changing the teachings of the actual, you know, standards and practice of the real Jews. Now, let's just see what some of these, you know, these teachings are. Now, look, this is of the Talmud, right? Judaism from the Talmud. The Talmud approves sodomy. If one commits sodomy with a child of less than 9 years, no guilt is occurred. Now, this is what they're practicing and teaching. You see, the scripture says they're vying as a sodomy, man. Talking about Esau, Edom. Approves child sacrifice, cursing parents, allows enchantment, right? Bestiality is condoned. All right, this is out of the Talmud, man. You see? All right. So let's go to, let's see. All right, I'm gonna read this. All right. Now this is that same, well, which shop, right? Whatever his name is. This is an Ashkenazi Jew, right? This is a fake Jew right here. All right. Also recruits 2,000 paid followers, including the most intelligent men in the field of arts, letters, education, science, and finance and industry. They were instructed to follow the following methods in order to control people, because this is exactly what this devil has done. He's implemented, you know, his ideology in the world, you know, through, you know, education, science, finance, the media, right? Everything. Use monetary and sex bribery to obtain control of men already in high places in the various levels of all government and other fields of Evidor. In Devior, if I'm saying that right. Once influential persons has fallen for the lies, deceit, and temptations of the Illuminati, they were to be held in bondage by application of political and other forms of blackmail.
Over here. They were crew ain't doing shit. They're standing there. 10-4, yes.
Salaki. By blackmail, threats of financial ruin, public exposure, and factual harm, even dead to themselves or loved members from their families. See, and that's that's what's going on. What you see, goddamn, that what happened with Diddy, for one, the diddler. That's what he's going through right now. All right, you had Will Smith. You got all these people who you would, and these are the lower level. I'm just saying that just to give you an idea of this is what this devil has done. This, and that's a prime example of what's being said right here. This is how the Illuminati works, man. Okay. The faculties of colleges and universities were to cultivate students possessing exceptional mental abilities belonging to well-bred families with international learnings and recommend them for special training in internationalism, or rather the notion that only a one world government can put an end to recurring wars and strife. Such training was to be provided by granting scholarships to those selected by the Illuminati. All right, so you see all this scholarship and going to college come from what? Left-handed practices, man. All right? So that shit is wicked. And that's how this devil has shaped his society, man. It's all through, and like it said right here, it says, let's see, what it called it? It said, it called it the plan. It's officially complete organism. I divide the goyim. Oh, this is a good one right here. All right, I'm gonna read this. This is Adam, real quick. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Mayor Amschel Rothschild draw up plans, and he gave it to this wish shop dude right here, right? To carry out those orders, if you will. All right, but it says what? In 1776, Adam Weishaupt officially completes his organization of the Illuminati by May 1st of this year, right? The purpose of the Illuminati is to divide the goyim, so everybody else is considered goyim, which that word goes, I believe, is cattle, right? All non-Jews talking about themselves, because they called themselves Jews, through political, economical, social, and religious means. So that's what the scripture means, that this kingdom is divided, right? This place is divided, and they're divided purposely, right?
The backfill underneath the branch, so we can put the machine underneath it.
So it's through political, and now you look at these leftists, right? Look at the liberals and the conservatives, right? Economical, right? Social and religious means, man. All of this has division, promotes division. The opposite sidings were to be armed, and incidents were to be provided in order for them to fight amongst themselves, provide national governments, destroying religious institutions, and eventually destroying each other. All right, now let's get back to what I'm saying. See, and this is the rulership of this devil, man. This is what it is. This is what the dominion of Esau Edom is. Okay? Because when we're reading about the Rothschilds, which is connected, to the elite banking families, you see, which inherited the blessing of Esau Edom. This is the descendants of Esau Edom. This is that wicked spirit down from Cain to Esau Edom. All right, this is that family, like that lineage, the wicked lineage, like how you got the righteous lineage. Like we will be considered the righteous lineage on this side, because you men of the hopefully elect, that's trying to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in the best way possible, to your best of your ability. You're considered that righteous lineage on the planet Earth that's forward in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's kingdom here on the earth, man. And when I say forward, it meaning that we're chanting down Esau Edom's kingdom, and proclaiming Yahweh Shai's kingdom. You see, you will be considered that righteous lineage here on the earth. Now, Esau Edom, right, going back to the Rothschilds, will be considered that, that wicked lineage on the earth, man. going back to Esau,
You're
Edom.
going to be leveling out with this elevation right here.
Okay? So, okay, so all influential people trapped into coming under the control of the Illuminati, plus the students who have been, see, it ain't a secret no more, right? It's no more secret about all of this no more. You see what the scripture said? Let's go get that. Well, how about this? I think that's in Jeremiah 25. Is it Salaki?
Good, Chase. Oh.
Okay, this is Isaiah 25.
No more.
And he will swallow.
Myself dirty.
Salaki.
You want me to just sit here just in case?
Weirdos.
Yeah.
And this is Isaiah 25 and 8. It says, and he will swallow up death in victory. No, Salaki. This is Isaiah 25 and 8. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So the Lord is what? He's destroyed in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So everybody understanding and knowing who Esau Edom is now today, man. All right? It's damn near becoming common knowledge, man. All right? Who's the destroyer of the earth? All right? You see? Who's the man of sin? All right? Who is Esau Edom? All right, so let's go back. It says, all influential people trapped into coming under the control of the Illuminati, plus the students who have been specially educated and trained, were to be used as agents and placed behind the scenes of all governments as experts and specialists. See? This was so they would advise the top executive to adopt policies which would, in the long run, serve the secret plans of the Illuminati one world conspiracy and bring about the destruction of the governments and religions that were elected or appointed to serve. So Esau Edom has agents everywhere infiltrating, everything, to further, his agenda. You see? But one thing he can't infiltrate is the third temple, man. Okay? Which ultimately is the body of Yahweh Shah, man. Okay? To obtain absolute control of the press at that time was only mass communications media, which disturbed information, or distributed information to the public so that all news and information could be slanted in order to make the masses believe that a one world government is the only solution to our many and varied problems. And that's what this devil is that's what this devil wants to do, man. That is his agenda, because he was trying to do that back in what? The time of the Greeks, man. All right? Okay? So let's go to that. This is not the first time. This is the history. This is the history of this devil, and Salaki for that noise, Akim, because I'm at work, man, and this is how we got to do it, bro. This is because Esau Edom, he does what he want, man. Because I was first working nights, you know what I mean? I was, was able to, I adjusted to nights, and now this devil moved me to days, and working, and you gotta move out. Well, I'm not gonna really go into details, but we only got so much time, man. All right. All right, so back in Maccabees 1 and check it out. And these are the same race of people. These are Edomites too. The Greeks were Edomites, man. All right, predominantly Edomites, man. Okay, now you did have Israelites calling themselves Greeks. All right, so this is Maccabees 1 and Okay. This is Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom, all right, that all should be one people. You see? That all should be one people. That's always been the agenda, man. Okay? Because he has a God complex, man. He wants everybody in the world to be Edomites. You see? So let's go. Ready? Now, I'm going to just jump to these points here, man, because like I said, like I'm just pulling out key points from this that I read. You know, I can't cover all of this, but this is a good read, and I most definitely will do my best to put this article in the description box. I know I said in the last video I didn't get to do it, so like, if you know what I mean, I will do it. All right, so let's go back. All right, so let's see. Now look, we linking the Rothschilds to the Edomites, man. Okay? And it's going to clearly show you that the Rothschilds are Edomites. Okay? Which call themselves Jews today. Okay? I'm just going to making sure I'm not missing nothing. And look at it. You can look at this right here where it says, while the Rothschilds are funding both sides in this war, they use the banks they have spread out across Europe to give them opportunity to set up an unrivaled postal service network of secret routes and couriers, fast couriers. All right, so that's what the Rothschilds do. That's what they do. They're the international banking family. They own all the money in the world. They fund these wars, like Ukraine and Russia. They're funding both sides of the war. All these America, right? When America was, all of that, they fund all these wars, man. World War I, World War II, right? But let's come on. We're gonna keep reading. Let's see. All right, so look. I want you to see this. 1823. The Rothschilds take over the financial operations of the Catholic Church worldwide. So the Catholic Church is doing the bidding of what? The Rothschilds, man. You see, that's why the scripture says, right? You go to Revelations, right? Because what?
Oh.
Like Revelation.
That's a charger that I can use.
16 and
I think I put it
13, it says, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, which goes back to the ancient Roman Empire. Now the mouth of the beast that goes what? Now to the NATO, right? All right, in the EU, it says, now to the mouth of the false prophet, which is the Roman Catholic Church. All right, and you got the 3 city-states would be Washington D.C., London, and goddamn Vatican, right? Vatican City. Okay, so the Vatican City going into what? The Roman Catholic Church, man. Part of those unclean spirits. So it says, for they are spirits of devils working miracles, which goeth forth unto the kings of the earth, into the whole world, to gather them to battle. That is that great day of the great day of God Almighty, man. Okay, so that's part of the Catholic Church is part of those unclean spirits, man. Because why? Who controls it? The Rothschild, which is doing the bidding of Satan here on the planet Earth, man. Come on, you can't make this up. Okay?
Calvin.
You see?
I believe you on the phone.
So look. Salaki. Alright, so where we was at? All right, look, check this out. In 1849, Gatul Schnapper, Mayor Amsco Rothschild's wife, dies. Before her death, she would nonchalantly state, if my sons did not want war, there would be none. Okay? So basically showing you that all the wars that have happened on the planet Earth was orchestrated by, we know, through Yahweh Shem Yahshai, but hey, through these Edomites, man. Okay? So all the destruction, all the turmoil, all the things that bring death and destruction on the earth, man, all right, is funded, you know, and orchestrated by these devils, man. All right? Let's see. Let's see, it's one of my, there's a part on here. Oh yeah, here it is. And this is what, like, going back to Revelations, the 16th chapter, when it says, for they are spiritual, they're the spirits of devils working miracles, because all it with the blessing that this devil uses, his blessing, right? The technology, going from the technology to the missiles to the sea hip, right? Is like miracles, right? It's going to go forth into the kings of the earth and to the whole world to gather them to the battle of which that great day of the power almighty, right? Gather together the battle, right? So what's that? What's the ultimate battle? World War III, okay? Which all the superpowers of the world, all right, with nuclear capabilities are going to participate in. Because look, it says the First World War is to be fought for the purpose of destroying the Tsar in Russia, as promised by Nathaniel Mayer Rothschild in 1815. The Tsar is to be replaced with communism, which is to be used to attack religious predominantly, the fuck am I talking about? Predominantly Christianity. All right. The difference between British and German empires are to be used to foment this war. The Second World War is to be used to foment the controversy between fascism and political Zionism, with the slaughter of the Jews in Germany, lynchpinch, and bringing hatred against Germany, the German people. This is disguised to destroy fascism, which the Rothschilds created. See, these devils, they just the cancer of the earth, bro. Okay? And increase the power of political Zionism. This war is designed to increase the power of communism to the level that is equal to the United Christendom. The third World War. See, the Third World War. So it's letting you know it will be a Third World War. It's to be played out by stirring up hatred of the Muslim world, right? Iran, right? The Palestinians, okay? You see, all of that. You know, for the purpose of playing the Islamic world and the political Zionists off against one another. And that's exactly what's happening right now. All right? Israel attacking Iran. You're choosing sides here, man. Right? You got people backing up Israel. You got people backing Iran. Okay? Which is that also division. While this is going on, the remaining nations will be forced to fight themselves into state of mental, physical, spiritual, and economic exhaustion. All right. So this devil, you know, this is what this devil is doing, you know, under his rulership, man. And you know, I'm just reading this, okay? All right. So where is that? The next point. Now, this is when it's finna get real. Finna get real interesting at. Okay. Let's see. Jacob. Okay, Salaki. It said Jacob Schiff sets up an anti-defamation league in the United States. This organization is formed to slander anyone who questions or challenges the Rothschild's global conspiracy as anti-Semitic. So, Akim, if you speak against, this devil, then he's gonna classify you as, anti-Semitic, which in turn is how the persecution is gonna come about, man. All right? You see? It's another part of this that I wanted to get into, right? ADL. Oh yeah, the ADL. Like, I just wanted to read that to get to another point that I'm going to get to. So, and look, check it out. And this is what he's gonna do. Slovakia. Offender. Word. This is Isaiah 29:1. That they make a man, right? All right, I'm gonna read verse 19. This is Isaiah 29:19. The meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all their watch for iniquity are cut off. And that's eventually about to happen, man. That they make a man an offender for a word, and lay snares for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught, man. Okay? So they're gonna make a man an offender for a word. So when us just telling the truth, we're gonna become, public enemy number one. Okay? Wait. Now watch this, Akim. Now this is finna get greasy right here. When I read this, I was like, damn. 21. Let's see.
Watch your head.
Now look, it says the first job of the I'm gonna tell you what CFR is. Look, it says under the orders of Jacob Schiff, which he created the what that where was that? We just read it. So you don't forget what that was. Because I actually forgot what it was. The Anti-Defamation League. Jacob Schiff sets up the Anti-Defamation League. Now check this out. Under the orders of Jacob Schiff, the Council on Foreign Relations, right, is founded by Ashkenazi Jews. Bernard Baruch, see, they take it out like Baruch was a scribe of Jeremiah. And Colonial Edwards Mandel House. Schiff gave orders prior to his death in 1920. All right, so let's just get to the point. The first job of the CRF was to gain control of the press. This task was given by John D. Rockefeller, who set up a number of national news magazines such as Life and Time. He financed Samuel Newhouse to buy up the establishment of a chain of newspapers all across the country, and Eugene Mayer also would go on to buy up many publications such as Washington Post, Newsweek, and Weekly Magazine. So these Jews, these so-called Jews, they own all of this, right? They own all of this. The CFR also needed to gain control of the radio, television, and motion picture industry. This task was split among the national bankers from Kunleob, Gunsman, Sack, and Warsburg, and Leomans, right? So These devils own all the things that influence you by media, radio, your rappers, your movie stars. So let you know that all that shit has wickedness behind it, and left-handed practices and left-handed sacrifices behind it, man. Okay? Because you got wicked, you got Esau, Edom, which is known as the wicked on the planet Earth, running these things and owning these things. These things are all owned by what you would the so-called Jews today. You can't make this up, which is all tied to the Rothschild, which means red, which goes back to who? You Edomites. Now look, check this out. This next one gonna be, crazy. Look, check this out. This year's Jewish encyclopedia states the existence of the Ashkenazi Jews, who represents approximately 90%. Salakia, man, bro. Salakia, I know y'all probably reading it, but boy, this is crazy. Look, let me get up out the way, babe. Crazy. Oh look. Oh boy. You see how Esau tongue is falling up on themselves? You see? It's basically telling you right here, right there, that Esau, Edom. Okay, so look, I'm gonna read it over. It says, this year Jewish encyclopedia states the existence of Ashkenazi Jews, who represents 90% of so-called world Jewry, with the startling admission that the so-called enemy of the Jews, Esau, also known as Edom, see Genesis 36:1, now actually represents the Jewish race. Esau, Edom now represents the Jewish race. And what the Jewish race consist of? You so-called white people. When on page 42 of volume 5, it is stated, Edom is modern day Jewry. So what they're basically saying is that these Ashkenazi Jews, who represent 90% of the so-called Jewish population, are actually Gentiles or Goyim themselves. In 1926, Rothschild and Sons refinanced the Underground Electric Railroads Company in London, Ltd., which is controlling interest in the entire London Underground transport system. So basically, okay, it's telling you right in here that you Rothschilds goes back to Esau, Edom, which that word red is tied to your nation, which go into what, Revelations, the 12th chapter, okay? That had the red dragon with that which had 10 horns. Okay, when you go to Daniel's the 7th chapter, come on, man. 1929, the Rothschilds crashed the United States economy by contracting the money supply, and that's about to happen all over again to bring forth this World War III, man. All right. So look, we're gonna keep going down. League of Nations. See, they did all of that. All right. It says in 1948, the spring of this year, the Rothschilds bribed President Henry Truman, the 33rd president of the United States, 1945 to 1953, to recognize Israel, Rothschild-owned Zionists, not Jewish territory, as a sovereign state with $2 million, which they gave to him on his campaign. So they paid their way in our land. Salakia. This devil is just, Satan is just, bruh. Anyway. So they declared Israel to be a sovereign Jewish state in Palestine, and within half an hour, President Truman declared the United States to be the first foreign nation to recognize it. The flag of Israel is unveiled. Despite tremendous opposition, of the emblem on the flag is a blue-colored version of the Rothschild red hexagram or sign. So that flag that they have in Israel, that goes back to their red hexagon, which carries what, 666, the number of man, bro, which is linked to Esau, Edom. Okay? This anger many Jews who realized that this hexagram was used in the ancient mystery religion as a symbol of Molech, described as a demon of unwilling sacrifices, unwilling sacrifice, and is also interestingly the name of the stone owl the elites worship in Bohemian Grove, and Asheroth, described as Lord Treasurer of Hell. See, these are what, man? These are idols, and I believe Asheroth goes back to this dude doing right here. Asheroth goes back to the Philistines. The Philistines, a deity, like, right? A deity of the Philistines. All right, like a Hamitic deity. Okay. It says the hexagram was also used to represent Saturn, which has been identified as the Estric name for Satan. Historic name is Satan. This indicates that anyone killed in the name of Israel is actually a sacrifice to Satan. And this dissenting Jews believe the menorah, the oldest Jewish symbol, should be used, and pointed out that the hexagram is not even a Jewish symbol. But of course, as the Rothschild Zionists use it, that is what end up on the Zionist. Israeli flag. You see? So all of that what's going on in the land, in our land right now, is all wickedness, man. Okay? It's all followed by wickedness. That's some more interesting information in here. All right, there it is. Okay? It says, on April 1st, the Israeli Secret Intelligence Agency of Mossad, which go on to terrorize the world, is formed. The motto of Mossad is probably the most disguised secret service motto in the world. It is, by way of deception, thou shalt do war. And that's what this devil has done. By way of deception, thou shalt do war. Okay? Now, like how it was with the 9/11 attack. He blamed it on, they blamed it on, I don't want to be wrong. It was Osama bin Laden? Osama bin Laden? Maybe? Right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to say that wrong, but I know that they did that themselves and blame it on somebody else. So they do these things themselves, man. Like why they went into Iraq, man. Okay, why they killed Gaddafi. All right, all these things they do to themselves. They make up reason by deception to promote war. All right, to bring forth war. You see. So let's get there. Let's go to Revelations, the 20th chapter. Revelations 20 and 8, it says, I'm gonna just start at 7. It says, and when when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. So after the Byzantine Empire, what they would call the Dark Ages, Esau came back into power, hence the Renaissance period, right? And he shall go out to deceive the nations, okay? Because, everything that this devil does is, look, check it out. Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, right? So when we was just talking about that, right? The hexagram also was used to represent Saturn, which identifies as the hysteric name for Satan. This indicates that anyone killed in the name of Israel is actually a sacrifice to Satan. So you have a people on the planet Earth that's the physical people on the planet Earth doing the bidding of Satan, man. Let me see. Is it 1 Thessalonians 2? No. 2 Thessalonians 2. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come except there be a falling away first, and the falling away happen, and that man of sin be revealed, and the son of perdition, which the man of sin being revealed, the son of destruction is being revealed. Okay? Who opposing and exalted himself above that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he sit as the most, so is that, Salaki, let me slow down, getting excited. So that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, right? Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is allowing this devil to do all the wickedness on the planet Earth, right? Until it is time to be removed. And then shall the wicked be revealed, and the wicked is being revealed. I mean, you can clearly see here who the wicked is. And when you go to Malachi 1 and 4, it tells you who that wicked nation is, who holds the title of being wicked. Then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that's exactly what, brothers go week in and week out and do these personal videos on, to what? To this, because that's the spirit of the Lord's mouth, right? And shall destroy the brightness of his coming. Even him, saying, which is him whose coming is after working of Satan. So he's coming to do the bidding of Satan with all powers and signs of lying wonders. Right? So going back, it says what? By deception shall thou make war. That's his motto. That is the motto. By deception shall make war. By way of deception thou shalt do war. So let's go back to Revelations. So it says in the Revelation 7, and when 1,000 years will expire, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. All right, you so-called white people. All right, because it's not saying, it's saying that you're doing the bidding of Satan. All right, that's what you are, Satan. It's calling your ass Satan. And then you can't get caught up on the word Satan thinking this is a spiritual demon, Satan, because even Yahweh Shah called Peter Satan, right? Because the word Satan just goes back to the word Shaitan, which means adversary, okay? And he shall go out to deceive the nation, right? By deception thou shalt do war, shall deceive the nations which are the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle. Thou shalt do war, the number of whom is the sand of the sea. So look, who's this? Who's fitting this? Now look, let's check out this word deceive. Mean plano, right? All right. To cause to stray, to lead astray, to lead aside from the right way. And that's what this devil has done. He's been a deceptor in the planet Earth, man. He's deceived the world to thinking that he's the true children of the Most High when he's not. He's deceived the world into what? Saying that there is no God. He's deceived the world into making you think that the Lord is okay with alphabetism. He's deceived the world on so many levels till it ain't even funny, man. Okay, now let's keep going into this word, right? Bam. Now look what it says: wandering, rovering, misleading, leading to error, a vagabond. And whose name? Who's the vagabond? Who's the vagabond here? Okay, because you can trace that. You can trace that back to who? Cain, right? Tramp, imposter. Remember that word? Imposter. Who is the imposter? Who's being an imposter? You Edomites, you Rothschilds, that's claiming to be our nation. Corrupter, deceiver. See? So, I'm not sure I got that right. Vagabond. Vagabond. fugitive, a vagabond. All right, going back to Cain, you see, you know, and check this out, when you read the Josephus, when you read this Josephus, going back to what it says right here. Let me see. Dang, I gotta track this down again. Salaki. But when you read the Josephus, it tells you that that lineage Cain, they controlled the music, man. And who controlled the music today? You so-called Jews. You white people, you Rothschilds. We just went over that. You see? So let's go back.
Going over there, he's jumping over here with Sarai. So after he goes over there, tell him to come with me.
All right, so that's what we was looking into.
Here, man.
Okay? So by the way of deception, thou shalt do war. And that's what this devil's done, because the violence covered him as a garment. All right? Let's go to, where is that? Here it is. Check this out. George Laura, an employee of the Rothschilds, controlled IBM and invents the UPC barcode, which will eventually be placed upon every item traded worldwide, bear the number 666. The book of Revelations, the 13th chapter. So look, 17 through 18. Now, we know that the MOTB is the C-HIP. You're not gonna be able to buy or sell without it, and it's gonna have the number the number of man on it, man. Okay, which is 666. All right. So look, man, check this out, bro. This is all tied to you devils. It's letting you know who is the mark of the beast tied to, man. What nation of people is bringing forth the mark of the beast? You Rothschilds. He was an employee of the Rothschild, all right, and had no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom, right? So when we go check that out, right? You say Revelations 13, right? So this is how we know, right? Wait, let me go to the blue letter. Oh boy, Revelation 13. Let's see. Text commentaries. No, select. Let's go to the concordance. Here's a number of wisdom. When we go into that 666, come on, man. What is going on? Bruh. Are you serious right now, bro? See, because that be the internet, man. Oh, boy. Let's see. Here we go with this tomfoolery. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Okay. Now it says stigma, right? Okay. It says the 22nd and 14th of obsolete letter. G4742. Now, when you click that, it says stigma, root word primary, stick, prick, a mark pricked in or branded up, and this is in the Bible. You see, going into what the number of man, which will be attached to the MOTB, man, which is the C-hip, that you're not gonna be able to buy or sell without. The mark pricked or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental uses, slaves or soldiers bore the name and stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. And there was even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their God, man. Okay? A mark in, this is Strong's, a mark or stick, prick, a mark incised to, or punch, recognition of ownership. Okay? A mark. Now, going back to this article, it says, it referenced Revelation chapter 13, verse 17 to 18. Going into what? The mark of the beast, which it says the barcode, which will eventually be placed upon every item traded worldwide, bear the number. And we know in Revelation 13 and 16, it says you will not be able to buy or sell without it. And this will be attached to it. We're looking at it right here. Right? The whole satanic aims of the Rothschilds are now in full view of the world. Everything bought or sold carries the mark of the beast. In 666, that's just going to be attached to it. Okay, that's his number. Okay, so like, this is heavy, man. Okay, the global phenomenon in privatization starts. This is in 1980. The Rothschilds are behind this from the very beginning in order to seize control of all publicly owned assets worldwide. And that's what this devil agenda is, man. Okay? Now, I just got one more point I want to bring out. And I got to go do some work. Let's see. Hope I can find it. Well, I can't find it. Hold on, let me keep looking. I know it's in here somewhere. Okay. Well, wait. Dang. I can't find it. Here it is. The national director, and let's see. This is in 2024. Okay, well, I ain't gonna say this in 2024. Maybe it is, but I know this is just part of the article. The national director of ADL, Abraham H. Foxman, publishes a book entitled Never Again, The Threat of a New Anti-Semitism, in which he states that the New Testament lie that the ancient Pharisees were responsible for the death of Christ has been responsible for anti-Semitism throughout the millennia, and thus the New Testament of the Bible is hate speech and should be censored or banned. So these devils has always tried to ban the Bible, man. All right, going back to the time of the Greeks. All right, I believe let's go to 2. What is it? 2. Man. Let me see. It might still be. Right, so let me just read this. Okay, this is First Maccabees 1:56. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire. Right? This was the persecution. You know, this was the when they came down heavy on, the Israelites, man. All right? This is where you get the Maccabean revolt from. It says, and whosoever was found with any of the books of the testaments, or if any committed the law, the king commandment was they should put them to death. And they're telling you in this article right here that the New Testament will be considered hate speech, okay? Considered hate speech and should be censored and banned. And they saying that hate speech and misinformation is the biggest problem in the world, man, basically. And they're going to persecute the men of the Lord for it, man. All right? So that's all I had on that, man. This is a good read. I'll put the article in the description box. Lord willing, this is edifying. Shalom.